Brought to you by Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street and Katie's Delicious Homemade Goodness and Perry's Floors and More. And good morning. Welcome to Tiger Talk on this Thursday at 8:04. And have the pleasure of welcoming into the WPKY studios, Molly Thomas. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And boy, oh boy, it's the middle of July, and we're starting to think about back to school. And speaking of school, we're talking about Golden Rule Preschool this morning, aren't we?
We sure are.
Let's hear about Golden Rule Preschool. Molly Thomas. And is the owner.
I am the owner as of July the 1st.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
We're gearing up, but we need kids, so we still have openings for half-day, morning, and afternoon, full day, and we need children, so.
Okay, and what are the ages of preschool? If you're out there and you're going, I wonder if my child can.
We have a program for 3s, 4s, and 5s.
3, 4s, and 5s.
Our 3-year-olds must be potty trained.
Okay.
Before they come to school.
Right.
Then we also offer after-school childcare, and this year we're going to do some after-school tutoring for grades K through 5.
Oh, good. So tell us about how this came about. I know you have an education background and elementary education for many, many years. And
I do. Well, in 1992. Mr. Bob Rogers called and offered me my first job in Cole County Schools, and he said, I have a preschool job. And I thought, hey, I'll take it, and then when something else comes available, I'm out of there. And 25 years later, I'm still here with preschoolers.
Right. Kind of a passion of yours, though, isn't it?
It is a passion. I taught in the public school system for 20 years. 17 of those were in preschool. 3 were in first grade, and those were good years.
Yes.
But I decided I wanted to go back to preschool, so I did end up in preschool. After 20 years, I did have opportunity to buy the dry cleaners here in town that I still own. And a couple of years ago, Holly Dillingham had a baby and needed someone to take her maternity leave. So she asked me if I would do it. She was working at Golden Rule at the time, and I said yes. And then last year, she didn't return, so Missy and Randy Nelson asked if I would come on and work for them, and I did, and I loved it. And so they offered us to buy the preschool, and over the course of the last year, we've been thinking about it, and July the 1st, we made it happen.
It happened. Fantastic. And, of course, it's going to be an exciting, fun year at Golden Rule. My kids went there. Of course, Miss Liz and Miss Missy were there when my kids went. It's been there a long time.
It has. Actually, Golden Rule has been there since 2002 when Miss Liz and Missy decided to go on their own. And they did. They offered a quality, an outstanding program in early childhood. They were tops. My daughter went there, too.
Yeah.
And I don't think you could have beat them when it came to the education.
Fantastic. They did a fantastic job there. I remember many, many mornings I used to go participate when they had their circus. I rode my unicycle there for many, many years.
And you can do that again.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been on my unicycle in a while, but I could probably, it's kind of like a bicycle. You could probably swing it. I don't know. 50-year-old legs can still do it, though, but I guess they could.
I bet so.
But tell us a little bit about, so you're enrolling now. What do folks need to do if they're sitting out there listening? Boy, I'd like to be a part of that school. I want my child to be a part of that, because I guarantee with what you all have going, it's going to be a quality pre-start to kindergarten as well.
It is. We're going to have an excellent year. If they are interested in enrolling their child, they just need to contact me, or they can call the school at 365-2588 and leave a message. If we're not there, I will return your phone call. I can give out my number also. Social media is a wonderful way to catch me. We have a Golden Rule website.
Okay.
You can also get a hold of me, message me through Facebook. I will return your phone call.
Okay.
We do have some slots that are available, and they really are not going to want to miss out on this. It is going to be an awesome year.
What if they're out there listening and going, I don't know, you mentioned potty trained and the ages, but what kind of other things will their child need to have? Will they have to have certain immunizations? Are there
Sure.
medical
They're
records and
have
that kind of
to come
things?
in and first of all fill out an enrollment form.
Okay.
They will have to bring in a current immunization record, and immunization guidelines have changed this year, so they will have to be up to date. They will be responsible for paying a registration fee of $100, which covers their books, their curriculum, which is Abeka Curriculum.
Okay, I was going to ask you about the curriculum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the money will just go throughout the year for any supplies. So we're not having to send a letter home every other week. Hey, could you send $1? Could you,
Right. And, you're not nickeling in every so often. I need this, need that.
As parents, you get tired of getting those letters, so let's do it one time and it's
be done
over.
with it, yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Abeka Curriculum, because that's you've heard about that for a long time, and I believe Miss Liz and Miss Missy used that same curriculum. Is that right?
They did. I think they've used that for quite some time.
Tell us about
they've used it since Emily Catherine was there, which would have been 15 or 20 years ago. The Abeka Curriculum is basically a Christian-based curriculum. It's used a lot in homeschooling.
Right.
There's a separate curriculum for the 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and 5-year-olds. It is the 5-year-old curriculum is really pretty stringent as I look through it. It includes math, language arts, phonics, reading, handwriting, social studies, science, art, and music for the older students. It's very thorough.
Seems to really prepare them for that jump to kindergarten.
It truly does. It truly does. As a first grade teacher, I was looking at the end of this school year at some of the curriculum that I was teaching the 4-year-olds, and I thought, wow. I mean, I did this in first grade, with my first graders, and these kids are getting it so early, and it's so important that they get that jump start.
Yeah, I know, and the writing is important too. I remember sitting and helping my son, shape letters and things to write, and and to make sure, and that's just good stuff.
Basic skills, old school.
Yeah, it's almost the three R's, but on that level. It's not necessarily you might count fish, or you might count. Counting is the basics, the beginnings of math, and the language, just the visual aspects of what they learn. I know it's a solid curriculum because I think we see the results when they go into kindergarten.
See the results when they come. I know I've done, as a preschool teacher at the public schools, I would do the preschool screening and kindergarten screening, and we could always tell those students who had come from Miss Liz and Miss Missy, their skills were tops. And I contribute a lot of that to both of them, but also to the curriculum.
To the curriculum. Fantastic. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back here. We're talking Golden Rule Preschool. We'll come back and talk about some of the staffing and what your plans are for this school year, and some of the things that will be going on. And talk more with Molly Thomas. She is the owner of Golden Rule Preschool. They are taking and enrolling students now, and we'll talk more about that when we come back on Tiger Talk at 8:12 on WPKY The Tiger. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown, homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors and More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors and More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Quality brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. There is a reason why we say you can walk on our reputation. Come see Bill and Lucy at 127 West Market Street or call 270-365-9869.
And at 8:13, back on Tiger Talk with Molly Thomas, owner of the Golden Rule Preschool. And Molly, it's not just going to be you there. You'll have a staff, I take it?
I will have another staff member who is certified, and there's a possibility that I will have an additional staff member for our after-school program.
So you definitely know that, there will be quality care there. Not only will they be getting a good start to their education, but they will be in a safe, wonderful, happy environment over there.
They most definitely will be.
Let's talk more about the Abeka and some of the curriculum aspects of your program.
One thing that the Abeka curriculum does address, like I said before, it is a Christian-based curriculum. So weekly we will have a Bible story. Actually, daily we will do some type of a Bible story. And then each week our students, even our 3-year-olds, are given a Bible verse, and they get that on Monday. And on Friday they will have memorized it throughout the week, and then they will say that. And they do this in front of everyone else, which really builds those skills of getting up and talking in front of others.
I think it's fantastic.
And they look forward to that. And I was amazed last year. So many times our 3-year-olds would have their verse down better than some of our 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
They love it.
It's wonderful, and in fact, though, the nice thing, too, then you have that parent-student interaction as well, because the parents or grandparents or guardian is working with that child all week. And that's a great foundation for the rest of their education.
Yes.
It's so important for parents to be involved in a child's education. You guys can't do it all.
It takes a village
It does.
to educate.
No doubt about it. So when when that child goes home with that Bible verse and says, hey, I need to learn this, or can you help me? Then it's just there, and then hopefully that lasts a lifetime through their education.
Exactly. We did more probably Bible verses on the way to dance class in Paducah with my daughter.
Yeah.
It is a time, and it is also a time that they can share the love of Jesus Christ.
So no doubt about it. So that's good stuff. And of course, you have some things coming up, not only with your curriculum, but you've got ways that the community can be involved with the Golden Rule Preschool.
We do, and I hope everyone out there listening can come in and volunteer and do something for us. In our afternoon program, we're going to do a lot of enrichment activities this year. Music, visual arts, some physical education, just lots of different things. So if you have a talent and you want to come and share with our kids, they love it, and they get so much out of someone new coming in.
Right.
They can look at me all day, but they like to see somebody new.
And if they bring snakes or something like that, right?
They can bring snakes. They can bring whatever they want to. We're going to have some storytellers that have already committed to coming in and doing some different things. Some local musicians are going to come in. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and that's good stuff. I know when I was in school, especially at that age and in the early grades, if you had somebody coming in that was going to bring something cool or show you something that you haven't seen,
right?
It's just always. I look back on that and just say, but that's the way things get started. Somebody might bring a cool instrument, and boy, that sinks in your head, and you say, hey, I want to play that. And then it just sort of takes off from there.
Yeah, when I was at the public school, Laura Fagan came in and brought her accordion, and they had never seen anything
and
like
all these
that.
Weird Al Yankovic spawned right out of that, didn't it? No, I'm kidding.
And they loved it, and they would always say, can the girl bring the piano that goes in and out? Dane Hodges came and brought his trumpet, and that was something that they, some of them might not have ever seen before. So just neat stuff.
Yeah, and that's so much a part of a young person's education and the way they begin to learn.
Right.
And this is the foundation. This is where it all begins. Yes.
And it's not all textbook and writing and paper and pencil.
No.
It's those experiences.
Right. And it sounds like under you and your staff, they're going to be off to a great start. I know your passion. I've known you for years. I grew up with you. I've seen you in the school system. I know how you feel about these kids.
I do. I love them.
And it's so awesome that they're going to have you there to get these kids off to a great start.
I promise we're going to have an awesome year. We're going to have so much fun.
Well, let's talk again before we wrap up here about ways they can get in touch with you. Let's direct everybody to either website, social media, that kind of thing, and phone numbers where how they can contact you so they can get enrolled and be a part of this.
They can enroll by calling the school, which is 365-2588. They can call me at 847-6937. Or they can go to my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and message me. They can also go to the Golden Rule Preschool site and message me. If we are at the school at the time, they can leave a message, and we will return their phone call.
Okay. That Golden Rule Preschool site, pretty easy to find. It was in
is.
Search engines.
Yes.
Just,
Golden
go
Rule
through.
Preschool.
Okay. And you can find that. So there are several ways if you're hearing what you like, if you like what you're hearing, I should say, and want to be your child to be a part of Golden Rule Preschool this year. They're still enrolling students, and they'd love to have your students. So get in touch with them and get them enrolled because guarantee it'll be a solid foundation for them to get started for their academic careers and in kindergarten. So. And then, do you have? You said something about an open house, maybe, or did you mention that?
We have a meet and greet, which is going to be on August the 16th. We will do a morning session from 9 until 12, and then an afternoon session from 1 until 4. That way, if we have parents who work, they can choose any time in between 9 and 12 or 1 and 4. Just stop in. They don't have to have an appointment. We will give them the rest of their paperwork, let them see our school, tour it.
Take a tour.
Actually, we are not going to start school until August the 20th.
Okay.
The public school is going to start on, I think, August the 15th.
Yeah.
And we made that decision just because I don't want parents to have to decide which child goes with which parent on the first day of school. So those older siblings, they need their time with their parents. So let's get them settled in. And then we're going to bring our younger ones in on the 20th,
cool.
which is a Monday.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. And I think I need to mention this just because it's sentimental to me, and it's you. That's your neighborhood.
It is my neighborhood.
It's my neighborhood.
It is.
We grew up over there at that Beaver's Grocery at first, and then Burchett's Market. Where the Golden Rule Preschool is housed. You grew up right across the street.
I can watch my mother
from there. And yeah, you can. I don't know if you can do anything about her.
I can keep an eye on her,
but you can keep an eye on her.
Can't control her.
And then of course your grandparents lived right down there on the corner. So I know it's kind of a sweet homecoming kind of thing for you. It's got to be.
I told our kids last year we probably rode 1,000,000 miles in that Hosiery Mill parking lot.
There's no doubt about it. Spent many an hour on a bicycle over there.
Did.
But I know that every time that I drive through there or see it, just a lot of memories come back, and it's good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, 8:21. Have we covered everything?
I think
I'm going to get all sentimental here and start.
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's exciting. It's good stuff. I know you're going to have a quality staff working with you at Golden Rule Preschool, and just wish you best of luck. And
Thank you.
And if you're out there listening, know that if you enroll your child at Golden Rule Preschool here in Princeton, it's right there on Mechanic Street. It's the old Burchett's Market, the Burchett's Grocery, Beaver's Grocery to some. But it's
I might
a wonderful
also
place.
add, if their children are going to public preschool,
Mm-hmm.
They do provide transportation to
Okay.
Golden Rule in the afternoon.
For their afternoon.
For the afternoon session. We had a couple of students that did that last year.
Okay.
And we have some that are already enrolled this year. So,
Okay, so
that is an option.
So that's an option if you need after-school care or afternoon care and want them to go to Golden Rule, then check with your school for the transportation services to get them there. So, yes, we need to add that in. And, of course, you can contact Molly Thomas, 365-2588. That's the school number. 270-847-6937 is the cell phone. I'm taking it. And then, of course, be sure you can message her on Facebook on her personal page, Molly Thomas, and Golden Rule Preschool as a website. Just use a search engine to find that and message them if you're interested. So, fantastic. Did you want to give any of your prices? We talked about that.
Sure.
Okay.
Our half-day sessions for our morning or our afternoon is $200 a month. A full day until 3, which is from 8 until 3, is $400. If their children stay till 5 o'clock, it's $475 a week. After school child care, which means their child would come like basically from public school and stay until 5 o'clock. That price is $5 a day. And then if we do offer tutoring services for grades K through 5, that's $10 an hour.
Okay. Good. And yeah, those tutoring services, and that'll be through K through 5th grade.
K through 5th grade.
Awesome.
Might have to brush up on my skills a little.
Well, I'm sure you're up for the task, and it's going to be a great year at Golden Rule Preschool. And congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
And
thank you so much for letting me come.
Yeah, it's great. And anytime you have news from Golden Rule, please let us know. We want to try to get it out there.
All right.
All right. That's Molly Thomas. She is the owner of Golden Rule Preschool here in Princeton on Mechanic Street. And if you're interested in your child attending Golden Rule Preschool, get in touch with her. And you can call the school 365-2588 or call 270-847-6937. Message her on her personal Facebook page at Molly Thomas, or just Google or search engine Golden Rule Preschool, Princeton, Kentucky. That's going to wrap up this section of Tiger Talk at 8:24. Stick around. We've got some farmers market folks here going to tell us what's going on. Of course, our farmers market open from 4 to 6 this afternoon down in front of the Frank P. Janina Senior Citizens Center in Princeton. And also, don't forget, at 9:03, it's the Sideline Report with Todd Griffin. We've got new girls soccer coach Rhett Miller coming into the studio, probably some football coaches as well. A lot of stuff going on. Join us for the Sideline Report at 9:03. For Molly Thomas, Ty Englebright, have a great day, everybody.